The Journey of the Soul, Part 2, The Truth About the End Times. The mission and the descent. When the soul puts on the human garment, when the soul descends, it blends into the vibrational layer of the material world. If, in the realm of souls, everything is light and frequency, then on earth, that energy condenses into form, body, time, space, and limitation. This is the first time in its eternal journey that the soul experiences loneliness. For from being a unified existence in the ocean of light, it now becomes a separated individual with a name, a body, a gender, fears, and joys. But this very separation is the supreme school of the universe. Here, the soul learns through experience, to learn love by being hurt, to learn compassion by being betrayed, to learn strength by falling down. No lesson can be learned through theory alone. Every lesson must be lived, felt, suffered, and transcended. Earth, the school for courageous souls. Earth is the cosmic academy for the bravest souls. Here, everything operates on duality. Light, dark, love, hate, life, death. Through such opposites, the soul has the chance to recognize its true essence. In the world of light, the soul knows it is love. But only when facing hatred does the soul choose love. And it is in that act of choosing that consciousness expands. Every soul that comes to Earth carries a double mission: personal learning the specific lessons it needs to evolve, collective service contributing energy, understanding, and action to the evolution of humanity. Sometimes the soul does this by becoming a scientist, an artist, a spiritual guide, or simply a mother who loves her child with all her heart. No role is higher or lower. What matters is the vibration the soul radiates through each small act. A compassionate smile, an act of forgiveness, a gesture of kindness, all can ripple through the energetic field of the world. The veils that cover and the game of forgetting. When entering the human realm, the soul is covered by layers: body, emotions, ego, collective memory. They are like garments that obscure its original light, causing the soul to forget who it once was. But forgetting is part of the game, because only when forgetting can the soul begin the journey of remembering itself. Throughout life, the soul experiences calls to awakening, a painful event, a loss that collapses all former meaning, a silent moment in meditation when one senses, "I am not just this body." That is when the soul begins to remember. A brief lightning spark within consciousness. I once knew this. I once belonged to that place. From there, true evolution begins. The mission of the soul. Many ask, how do I know what my mission is? But the mission is not a job or a specific role. It is the frequency you bring into this world. Someone may be a carpenter, but every piece of wood they shape carries love that is their mission. Another may be an artist, a doctor, or a street cleaner, but if their work raises the vibration of life, then that soul is serving the divine. Thus, the mission is not to do something grand, but to do small things with great love. When we live in alignment with our true frequency, when we love, give thanks, create, and live honestly, the soul naturally shines, and that very light heals other souls. Adversity, the doorway to awakening. No soul comes to Earth without its exam. It may appear as illness, poverty, betrayal, loneliness, or loss. But adversity is not punishment, it is activation. Like fire that refines gold, suffering is the means that cleans away the rust of the ego, so the true light can emerge. When we suffer, we are forced to release what is false. When we lose, we are forced to see what is eternal. And when awakening comes, we realize every event was perfectly arranged to bring us back to ourselves. The older the soul, the greater the lesson. For the divine only gives great storms to ships strong enough to cross them. The sacred connection between souls and life, no one we meet is accidental. Every person who enters our life, even for a moment, carries an energetic interaction. Some come to teach us love, some to teach us letting go, some to teach patience. Even the one who hurts us the most is a companion soul in the journey of awakening. That is why, no matter who comes or goes, souls say to one another, "I remember you. I recognize your role. I will see you in the next act." At the deepest level, Every encounter is a reunion. When the lesson gradually completes, at some point, the soul senses that this life chapter is closing. It does not fear death because it knows it is merely a transition. Death, to the soul, is not an ending, but a ceremony of return. Those who awaken before leaving often depart in deep peace, as if they are simply changing garments, smiling, and stepping through a doorway of light. Those still attached will be guided to the intermediate realm to be healed, released, and prepared for the next cycle. Fate, karma, and the interconnection between souls, the network of consciousness, the luminous web of the universe. No soul exists in isolation. Each soul is a point of light in the infinite web of illumination, where every vibration we emit sends ripples throughout the whole. When a soul thinks, loves, or hates, that energy radiates outward, touching millions of other souls. This is the law of resonance. Like a musical note within the cosmic symphony, when we change our own frequency, the entire symphony shifts with us. Therefore, karma is not merely a personal matter, it is the energetic interaction among souls. An action born of love contributes to elevating the collective vibration. An action born of fear or hatred creates distortion, pulling ourselves and the collective into a lesson of balance. The nature of karma, not punishment, but balance. In the language of the universe, there is no sin, only imbalance of energy. If we cause suffering to someone, that suffering will eventually return to us, not to punish, but to help us feel and understand what we have created. It is the perfect mechanism for the evolution of consciousness. For example, a soul that once abused power may reincarnate as one who is oppressed, to learn the value of fairness. A soul that once caused emotional harm may reincarnate as one who was abandoned, to learn how to love without possession. A soul that once closed its heart to the world may be born into loneliness, to reopen the gateway of the heart. When the soul repays karma, it is actually restoring harmony to the energy it once distorted. And when balance is restored, the soul ascends to a higher level of awareness. Fate, karmic bonds, the meeting of resonant frequencies. Every encounter is chosen beforehand, not by chance, but by vibrational compatibility. Fate is the natural attraction between souls with similar frequencies, or souls that need to learn the same lesson. Some souls enter our lives for only a few hours, but their influence can change the entire direction of our life, for they are the activators of lessons. The one who hurts us may teach us to grow. The one who stirs our heart may teach us to love. The one who leaves us may teach us to let go. Thus, fate is not measured by time, but by the depth of awakening it brings. Soul groups, eternal companions. As mentioned earlier, souls do not descend alone. They travel in energetic groups, like classes of the same grade. Each soul group may have hundreds or even thousands of members, each playing different roles from life to life. Sometimes as parents, siblings, lovers, or friends. Sometimes as enemies or even someone we deeply resent. But all are actors in the same play, learning to love, forgive, and be free. When one soul in the group awakens, that energy spreads to the others, just like when one candle is lit, it can light hundreds of others without losing its own flame. The connection between souls after death. When someone dies, the soul does not disappear, it merely changes its form of existence. If that soul shared a deep bond with us, we can still feel their presence, in dreams, in a passing breeze, in the sense that someone is softly smiling at me. Souls who have left the physical realm can still send messages not through words, but through subtle signs. A familiar scent, a sound, a glimmer of light, or coincidences so uncanny they defy logic. This is the language of the soul, gentle as wind, delicate as mist, yet unmistakable to those who are sensitive. When we remember them with gratitude, they receive the energy of love and peace. When we hold resentment, they feel the heaviness. Thus, the best way to stay connected with those who have passed is to send love, not sorrow. For love is the only language that transcends all dimensions. The reunion of twin souls. There is a beautiful concept, twin souls or twin flames. These are two souls that originate from the same source energy, embodying the dual polarity yin and yang of the same essence. After separating, they travel through countless lifetimes, experiencing and learning until at a high stage of evolution, they meet again. Not to complete each other, but to complete the world together. The love between twin flames is not ordinary romance. It is sacred, intense, and deeply challenging. For when they meet, they mirror all the shadows within one another so that both can awaken. If they can endure that light, they become the wings of one unified soul. If not, they may separate, yet they remain forever connected by a thread of energy beyond time. When shared karma is resolved, true freedom begins. Each soul group carries collective karma, emotional debts, promises, resentments, or unfinished bonds. When one soul learns the lesson and chooses forgiveness, the karma of the entire group is reduced. This is why, when we choose love, we do not only save ourselves, we heal the entire lineage of energy behind us. When collective karma is resolved, the soul feels light, free, and ready for higher realms of learning, no longer reincarnating out of obligation, but out of joy and service. At that point, the person radiates a subtle, gentle light, compassionate, calm, and quietly peaceful to everyone around them. That is the sign of a soul walking closer to the divine. The guidance of the soul teacher, God, and the sacred order of the universe, the invisible order, the blueprint of the cosmos. Every universe operates according to a sacred order, not because someone commands it, but because it is the natural expression of intelligent energy itself. If you look at how planets orbit the sun, or how electrons revolve around the nucleus, you will see the same principle. Everything moves in harmony. This order also encompasses the realm of souls. There is no chaos or randomness in the universe, only different levels of understanding among the souls taking part in this grand game. When we do not yet understand, we call it destiny. When we understand, we call it the law of cause and effect. And when we awaken, we see everything has always been perfect. Soul teachers, the guides of light. Before incarnating, every soul is assigned one or more guides, often called spirit guides or guardian angels. They are not judges, but companions who help us remember who we truly are. These soul teachers have already completed many cycles of learning, reached high levels of wisdom, and are no longer required to reincarnate physically. They observe our journey from higher realms of light, sending signs, intuition, or guidance through coincidences, dreams, or intermediaries. Sometimes those intermediaries are the very people close to us. It is no coincidence when someone says, "I don't know why, but I just feel I must follow this path." That is the calling from the soul teacher. They whisper not through language, but through vibration, and the soul, even while in human form, recognizes this. Signs of divine guidance. Sometimes, guidance appears as chains of coincidences. We happen to meet the right person, read the right sentence, or hear the right song at the right moment. These coincidences are the language of the universe where God speaks in symbols. When the soul is aligned with its true direction, the universe sends resonance. We feel light, peaceful, and alive. When we stray from our path, everything becomes heavy and tangled, not because God punishes, but because our energy has drifted from its natural flow. It is like swimming against the current. We only need to relax and let the water carry us. And sometimes, the universe sends storms not to destroy, but to redirect. Every event, every loss, may be the gentle hand of God adjusting our compass. God, the greatest teacher. Humanity has sought God for thousands of years, in mountains, temples, and scriptures. Yet in truth, God is the awareness observing through our eyes, the love moving through our breath, the light flowing through our soul. God is not someone, but the whole, the one who is both the writer of the play and every character within it, the ocean and every drop of wave, and the soul is a small drop that carries the memory of the great ocean. When the soul remembers its true essence, it no longer prays to God, it becomes one with God. Then every prayer becomes an act of love. Every act of love becomes a prayer. The ladder of soul evolution The universe is like a multi-level school. Every soul begins in the early classes, learning basic lessons like survival, instinct, possession. Gradually, it advances love, sharing, creativity, release, service, and finally, enlightenment. No soul is ever held back. Some simply take longer to learn. Every mistake is only a repeat lesson. No one is expelled from the school. God does not grade us by morality, but by awareness. A soul that understands that love is everything is the highest student of the universe. The cooperation of realms. There are countless layers of existence. The physical realm, where humans live. The intermediate realm, where souls reside between lifetimes. The karmic realm, where memories and karmic energy are stored. The spiritual realm, where the soul reunites with the source. These realms are not separate, but interwoven like overlapping waves. Every action, thought, and emotion we have in the lower realms affects the higher realms and vice versa. When a soul on earth reaches a high level of awareness, it connects directly with the guiding realm, receiving intuition, healing energy, or wisdom beyond ordinary understanding. This is when people say, "I no longer live by my personal will, but by the will of the universe." This is the moment when the soul and God create together. When the soul becomes a guide for others, when a soul completes enough cycles of learning, it does not disappear. It transforms into a guide for other souls, like a student who graduates and becomes a teacher for the next class. These souls no longer need a physical body, yet they are always present around us, in moments of silence, in the warmth we feel when we pray, or in the subtle glow that appears in times of hardship. Sometimes we think we overcame suffering alone, but in truth, there are countless souls lifting us with the energy of love. God is not somewhere far away. God is within those guiding souls, in the invisible hands that lift us whenever we fall. Recognizing true guidance is never loud. It is gentle, peaceful, and clear. If an inner voice makes us feel afraid or pressured, that is the echo of the ego. But if it warms the heart, opens the mind, and brings peace to the soul, that is the voice of the guiding soul, or God within us. Listen to the silence, for in silence, the universe is whispering to us. Ending the cycle, where the soul goes, and the secret of the end times. The cycle of reincarnation, not punishment, but evolution. The soul experiences thousands of lifetimes, not to repay endless debt, but to expand awareness. Each life is a classroom. In early lives, we learn survival. Later lives, we learn love, then letting go, creativity, service. And at some point, the soul realizes all lessons lead to the same truth, love. When the soul fully understands the nature of love and unity, it no longer needs to reincarnate. Not because it has achieved a maximum score, but because there is nothing left to learn through suffering. Then it exists in absolute freedom, no longer pulled into the physical realm, but free to travel through dimensions of consciousness. This is when the soul graduates from earth. The return of light. When a soul completes its cycle, it does not vanish. It dissolves back into the great source, like a drop of water returning to the ocean. But it is no longer the same drop. It now carries the memory of countless experiences, of pain and love, of shadow and light. It returns to God with a fuller understanding. And miraculously, when it merges with the great source, it does not lose its identity. It becomes the I within the whole. It can choose to remain in the ocean of light or return to lower realms, not to learn, but to serve. These souls are known as bodhisattvas, Christed souls, ascended masters, those who have transcended all limitations, yet return to illuminate humanity. Collective soul and global evolution. Not only individual souls evolve, humanity evolves as a collective being. If individual souls are cells, then humanity is a great organism of consciousness. And like every organism, it undergoes cycles: birth, learning, struggle, then maturity. The end times many religions speak of is not physical destruction, but the transformation of collective awareness. An end of the old, so the new may be born. When humans stop seeing each other through fear and begin to see through love, That is the beginning of heaven on earth. Great upheavals such as war, natural disaster, crisis are the contractions of cosmic birth. This is the transition from a material civilization to a spiritual civilization, where the collective soul of humanity is awakening. God, the one living through all of us, living through humans, through every breath, every action, every vibration of every soul. When we love, God loves through us. When we forgive, God forgives through us. When we create, God experiences himself through our hands. And when every soul remembers this nature, the universe reaches the point of unity, where there is no me and him, only one. This is the final point of the soul's journey, realizing it never truly left God. The dissolution of duality. When collective consciousness rises high enough, the boundaries between light and dark, good and evil, life and death begin to dissolve. We realize there is no darkness separate from light, only places where light has not yet reached. There is no sin requiring judgment, only souls who have not yet understood love. There is no death, only transformation of form. At this level, every soul sees others with the eyes of God, recognizing all as parts of a perfect journey. No one saves anyone because all are saving each other. When the universe closes and a new one opens, according to the great cycles of creation, known in Hindu cosmology as Mahakalpa, each universe exists for billions of years, then dissolves back into light. All energy, all souls, all memory return to a state of absolute stillness, a point with no form, no sound, no time. But this is not death, it is God's moment of rest. Like the pause between exhalation and inhalation, the universe breathes too. After dissolution, God breathes in class, and a new universe is born, carrying the memory of the previous one raised to a higher frequency. Souls participate in this flow, returning to the source or reappearing in the new universe, continuing experience in higher worlds. There is no ending, only return and beginning. When humans look at the end of the world, they see fear. When the soul looks at it, it sees light returning home. Nothing truly ends, only cycles open, close, and open again like the eternal breath of the universe. And within that breath, every soul is a note in the infinite symphony. Every time we love, forgive, create, or simply look at the sky with gratitude, we are playing our note. And when all notes harmonize, the melody becomes complete. This is unity. You have never been away from me, not even for a single breath. Every step you take is within my embrace. Every tear you shed, I catch with light. When you forget me, I remember you. When you seek me, I am the heartbeat within you. No journey is wasted. No suffering fails to create light. And no soul is ever lost, only a soul on its way home.